At first, we even thought to call a roller of 5 mad politicians, but then, after all, stopped on option of the unusual. 5th place, Darth Vader, Ukraine. Darth Alexeyevich Vader. At the birth, Viktor Alexeyevich Shevchenko. The Ukrainian politician, the deputy head of Internet Party of Ukraine, operating an image of the character from Star Wars. He tried to become the candidate at an election of the president of Ukraine in 2013 from Internet Party of Ukraine. The Central Election Commission of Ukraine refused to him in registration. He was succeeded to compensate an ambition to the Commander-in-Chief of Troops of the Empire on elections of mayors of Kiev and Odessa. Both there and there in bulletins there was a candidate with a name Darth Vader, however with different middle names. Darth Vader's propaganda was very amusing. Exclusive video you can watch now from Ukraine. 4th place, Nor Iceland. One of the most peculiar politicians in Europe and the whole world is the mayor of Reykjavik, Nor. As well as Darth Vader in Ukraine, Nor created frankly raising party in Iceland. Nor played in punk group, acted as the comedy actor with jokes below a belt, took part in gay parade, being dressed in a woman's dress. This peculiar person frankly says in the interviews that he doesn't treat policy seriously, and in general it causes an indigestion and sleeplessness in him. However, population of Reykjavik, despite all above-mentioned factors, elected Nor as the mayor. And it's the most interesting that this eccentric made a good showing on mayor's position. It is said that the politician can even hold a position of the Prime Minister of Iceland. 3rd place, Clown Tira, Brazil. Darth Vader and Nor often are called clones for their extravagant images and unusual behavior, and in Brazil, the most real circus actor, the clone by the name of Tira, becomes the deputy of parliament already twice. First promotion by the candidate for members of Parliament of Brazil of the city of São Paulo, or the person by name Francisca, to Everard Oliveira Silva, looked the force. After all, he was better known to the Brazilian public under a creative pseudonym of Tira. This image he acted as the clone. His election campaign also was clonery in a broader sense. The beginning politician frankly spoke to the potential voters. Is worse than now anymore won't be. And do you know that deputies are engaged? I too don't know. Vote for me and I will tell you. Voters believed this honest candidate. In 2010, 1.5 million people voted for him and he got to parliament and was one of the most disciplined deputies. Tanya Durval, Belgium. In 2005 in Belgium there was an unusual party with the name NER, that is translated as no. Students politicians decided to be overcome for youth voices in the country where participation in elections is obligatory. They promised to vote against all bills considered in parliament of the country and then in general decided not to occupy the deputy chairs if their candidates win elections. But world-famous, the NER party became not because of the nihilistic political program, and thanks to the one and only candidate about whom wrote practically all world mass media. It is about 24-year-old student Tanya Durval, who promised in case of election her in Parliament of Belgium to make 40,000 blowjobs to the first 40,000 men who voted for her on elections and left the demand on specially created site. Despite the attractive appearance and frankly sexual evident propaganda, Durval wasn't elected the deputy. Only 0.18% of voters voted for her. Cut stops, Alaska, United States of America. Problems with decent, good politicians exist as well in the United States of America. For example, in 1997, population of the small town of Talkeetna on Alaska was strongly displeased with all candidates standing to a position of the mayor of this settlement. And then the owner of Negley's General Store shop offered as compromise option of the cat by the name of Stubbs. It is surprising surprised at the whole world. Talkeetna's inhabitants elected Stubbs the mayor, and since then, each election prolonged his powers. In last time at the moment, it happened in 2012. For these years, Stubbs proved as the excellent mayor. He isn't privy to corruption, doesn't disturb, and even seriously helps business. Some thousands of tourists come to Talkeetna that personally to look at a cat mayor. And the behavior Stubbs isn't open to criticism. His most terrible offenses for these years, it is possible to call skirmish with a dog and escape on the suburb of the city on the garbage truck. It's all, cats not only took the internet, but also go to policy. See you soon, so long!